Hello there, and welcome to episode 15 of the Savage Lands Season 3. Well, we got ourselves a fun and entertaining little encounter to begin with. So, it's currently not visible, but there is a forgotten beast directly aiming towards my fortress. But since I got a boatload of legendary dwarves here waiting for that encounter to happen, I am currently actually quite chill about that, and let's see what will be happening out of that. Apart from that, I will today explore a little bit down here. I hope we will find some super precious gemstones, or I don't know, probably just carve out some super nice looking subterranean wood. There's even nether cap here. But the actual, well, main attraction later down the road, probably starting today, will be down here. I want to get myself into this magma vein here, and adamantine vein, and as we can see here, there's already gemstones in that area, so we got to be careful, and we got to be working with scrying and all the good stuff. So let's get started first off with this situation here. I'm quite happy that by now the fortress has reached a point where we actually are aiming towards the late game fun, you know, adamantine mining, exploring the deepest layers of the depths of the caverns, all these wonderful things. So I expected an ambush, but actually there's nothing happening here. Huh. So probably did I look wrongly there? But no. The Forgotten Beast was entering the map on -6, and henceforth has not been seen ever again. Weird. And very suspicious. But what I wanted to do here was I wanted to check if stationing my folks out here is retaking that door from the invaders. Yes, it is. Brilliant. Because this door was, as a matter of fact, under the control of the invaders. And that was unacceptable, you know? Okay, so obviously no Forgotten Beast in sight. That's strange. But I'm not the one to mutter about that. Okay, so we can actually check out our friends at the Dabbling Metals. And let's see, how experienced did this squad grow in the meantime? Talented and skilled. Alright, this is usually enough to take care of the worst things out there. I also started to dig out a new irrigation, because I figured that a third farming patch might be in order, you know? I felt like not too comfortable lately with what we got there. So I don't have hatches yet. We're going to make these always out of dirt, because dirt is a magma safe material. And we're going to put up the lever here. Typical setup. Just want to be prepared, because I did realize one thing. My drink stockpiles never go substantially above 1,000. And I have a configuration about saying that it can be 2,000. I should be finally employing a bookkeeper at this point. So let's do this. I actually did realize that I missed the bookkeeper for a while. Okay, let's set up a office for the bookkeeper. Overlapping office. Well, let's see if that works still. If not, I'm going to make a new one, of course. By the way, this meeting area here is also no longer a thing, actually. Alright, so now we have exact numbers here. That's better. Just realized that I wanted to see what kind of trend we got here, okay? So, let's see. That hatch won't be taking forever to get carved out. I hope at least, but if not, well, this room can safely drain out the entire area there. Okay, so it's time to explore this place and get some very, very valuable wood by the way. Because, you know, we can't have too much of that. So, alright, we don't have enough refined coal. That's why we're not getting any extra glass blocks. So we got to invest more here. So, turns out the steel production is eating up all the fuel that we're currently producing. I mean, I am not too surprised. We are only running 2 furnaces at that point. Oh, the map is. I was like, let's add a few more furnaces. There's no more map to add furnaces to. Damn. Settled down very close to the map's border here. Just figured the easiest way to amp up the income of charcoal is just to put up a few extra charcoal ovens here. Because I am not happy with the speed of things here. And the best way to speed up things is to just produce more fuel. Because, you know, we got enough wood logs. I see that these 2 charcoalers here are permanently working. But they are currently feeding 4 smelters, so not too surprised that this doesn't go well together. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I like it. So down here, well, we haven't discovered anything here so far, but I do love it that we have access here to such a massive wealth of extra wood. Doesn't seem as if we'd had here, though, any gemstone encrusted walls or any other shenanigans going on here. I mean, here we got an area where we could scout a tad bit more. So let's send the woodcutter scouts. They are the best scouts in town. There we go. I'm a little bit disappointed that the Forgotten Beast that I was looking forward to was actually not showing up at all. Bummer. So, we got 3 woodcutters in town. Is this guy a legendary milker? Why, yes. Alright, we got ourselves a legendary milker. Why not? So, let's do something for our logistics. There we go. Step 1. Step 2. So I'm just widening the area here. Go. Let's see. We struck. Yeah, we totally struck new stuff. Yeah, it looks like the scouting woodcutters were successful. So turns out we have a surprise pocket over here. Beautiful. So let's carve out the gemstones and oh boy. We could take a shortcut there. But shortcuts are always dangerous. This is one hell of an interesting map with all that water connecting into it. So we're going to check this tile here. One of our dogs is dead. Yeah, well, I can already tell where he went. Okay, charcoal making went wild now, but that was exactly what I had in mind with my operations there. People are traveling down here pretty slowly. That is also no big surprise. We are now again at a very deep level, and just like with brightness portals, we are now suffering from the same problem that that access to these very deep levels is taking quite some time, especially since I don't have any optimized pathways leading down here yet. This is one of the next things that I want to work on, that we get some better organized logistics for downstairs, because it'll be a pretty big operation to set up the adamantine mine down there if we want to make it safe. And, you know, I personally love to make things safe. So the amphibian and the giant Olm are fighting. I hate these amphibians. Especially since they always give me the feeling that another intelligent species is competing with me down here. You know? It's actually the problem that I see. They will always come for invasions, they will always be around, stressing me out with danger pings and whatnot. So we have uncovered Treasure of the Gods, Jonuiji. Alright, bright metal earring. Nice. So we were lucky with that pocket. Then let's pick it apart. Beautiful. I like it. Forgot beast combat. So, best part about that is that we get ourselves now hands on those really valuable gemstones finally. Alright. There goes. The big ones. The big ones. Okay. Up here, nothing went into the traps anymore. I take that as a win, actually. Don't get me wrong. For me, that means we're doing our thing well enough that we're not suffering any extra attacks or anything. And there's nothing going on that layer either that's pressuring us into taking extra action here. So, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? I think this was just a exploratory tunnel, wasn't it? Yeah. Ugh. You know, this is maybe one of the most confusing parts about this game. When you're like, man, where was my mining shaft? So, there we go. We have now successfully widened this madness. That means we're going to work on that part here. This is not looking good. So, minus 23 is what we're working at. Okay. So, there's war down here, obviously. But that war isn't touching my premises yet. That's good. That's good. Alright. So, let's continue with our project of widening that entire staircase properly. Because, you know, having double the staircase amount here available will be already a huge step forward. So, oh gosh. This place goes so deep, you know? Damn. No. Alright, come go backwards. So we're going to go over this way. It's just a staircase spanning over I don't know how many tiles. Okay, so let's go here. Worst part is that you get to construct staircases in between. It's partially the reason why I keep this in the video and don't do it off camera, because I always feel like, yeah, maybe you guys want to see that pain, you know. All right. Wait a sec, we're, this is too far. Okay. So, there we go. This one, we need this one. But then we're good to go. So this is, well, let's call it as good as it gets, you know. Let's see. Okay. Let's wait what'll happen when we're on that. My engraver is throwing a tantrum. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is not good. Let's hope that the situation is not escalating harder. Let's hope it just ends with a couple of teeth there. So... one dwarf dead. And the party in question that went tantruming is also dead. So I take that actually as something good. Because that means we're rid of this troublemaker. So, black bronze chest and dining room. I've never seen this ever before. Huh. Alright. Good thing that we don't have any black bronze on us, right? Well, we got access to a black bronze pedestal. Well, we, can we melt it? I highly doubt it, though. So... alright. Seems as if that incident with all the brawling and the tantrum just went off without any further calamities. Okay. I'm quite relieved, you know. This had potential to truly mess us up here. But obviously we got off lucky here one more time. So. Oh dear. I messed it up. I think we cannot do this anymore. No, not like this. Oh, bad. Well, maybe I can save it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. So, I derped this too long, and now nobody can go upstairs anymore to link the hatch to the lever. So, we got to do this like that then. To the rescue! Hatch number 2. So we're partially flooding this place now. Only way to get this job here done, because it got suspended. If jobs get suspended, that's often because of the water. I mean, it's a bit of a irrigation concept on its own here, but well. Okay, so this one is now forbidden. That's as good as locked by a lever. but you cannot force it open without connecting it to a lever, so... Yeah. Good, good. Problem resolved. Now then, I want to get back down here. Alright, there's more nether cap. Want to keep that industry brimming, you know? We need lots of wood. As much as possible, to be exact. Because at this point, the production speed of green glass blocks is extremely important to me. And at this point, we should have lots and lots of production opportunities here. So let's check out the charcoal job. Should make that run 10 times. Oh, wait a sec. The amount of refined coal available is less than 30. Yeah, right. Wait a sec. I don't approve. I disapprove. We actually want to make this whenever there's less than 10 refined coal. Okay. Or wait a sec. I'm stupid. That was totally fine there. It's better like that because actually, here. Basically, now that I think more closely about it, yeah, I'm wheedling around on that a lot now, but I think this should be the setting. The problem is the glass blocks only fire off when we have 50 units of fuel, and I ordered these guys to only fire off if they are less than 30 units of fuel. That means as soon as there are 30 units of fuel, we're not producing any new fuel, so there will be never new glass blocks with the old configuration. Now they're going to produce fuel until we have 100 fuel, so... Just to give some context into all that menu threshing that I did here. But, I mean, with that availability of wood down here, that's why I wanted to have access to this area so badly, by the way. We can't afford. And it's quite important because I really want to get started with adamantine mining, but I don't want to start adamantine mining without a sufficient supply of glass blocks. I did that once and I so regretted that. Oh, look, grass. I did regret that so much because nothing got done in time, basically. That was the whole problem there. Nothing got done in time because I constantly was waiting for a resupply, and you know, you do need quite a lot of blocks to get something done. And yeah. So I think this is enough. Probably already sending some dudes here to their deaths. And it's springtime, year 121, my friends. 21 years in this world already. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Alright, speaking about cool things, let's check out if this cool staircase is working out as intended. Following up on cool things, gemstone in the wall is also pretty cool. I discovered a magma pool. Hell yeah! Oh well, it's pretty darn deep down. Oh, well. Let's not be too happy about that. I mean, it is cool. It is access to magma, but you know, we're not exactly super far away from the magma sea in the first place here. So yeah, good Good thing I notice here is the drink count is actually upward, has an upwards trend. That means we're currently producing enough plant material for the drink making. I always keep an eye out for these numbers until I have hit max population, because I had this several times that this really struck me from behind when I was already thinking that we were in a stable and good situation, and then I was like, okay, we're not. We're actually in a quite crappy situation. Mayday, mayday. We're almost out of drink. I had that several times. Especially when your city is growing towards the 1,200 citizens. That's a point where you will really feel the pressure. So, I also noticed that I'm running out of chert for my block production. So we're going to use this little shaft. This was once a exploratory shaft, but nowadays we're going to use it for prospecting. This here is also an old abandoned exploratory shaft, so I'm going to use these now as prospect tunnels. You know? So where the stone that we're building the fortress out of has to be quarried. Okay, let's see what we can do for our stone workshops here still, because I do see that they are kind of like plundered. Orthoclase. Yeah, we totally should get ourselves some. This is one of the parts I love most about the later, mid and late game stages. When you're like, I need this for my plan, and this material here for my pretty avenue, and this is for the new residential complex. Oh, and that stone was needed for this temple. I really love that. This is a really, really cool part about the game. So, let's get back to our stonecutters workshops. And a nice trick to notice what you require still, oopsie, here, is this system that I got here. So we're running on low on limestone as well, alright. So what's that other stuff? Olivine. Well, alright. Limestone, really? Nah. They just didn't find the time yet to get there. Oh, and there's another one bites the dust. There we go. And these things, they are really, really powerful. I really do admire them already. So let's see. We didn't find time to forge those X-blades. This child here is really, really... Yeah, play make-believe in the trap corridor. Good boy. You do you. Jeez. Thanks. Righto. Where were we? So, the caverns tier 3 were surprisingly good to me. There was not much of a threat down here. I mean, I don't mean to jinx it or anything, but, you know, if anything super deadly would have been abroad, it would have been already on my territory. So let's send all fighters. You can also use your fighters with a station command for scouting purposes. Okay. So another cavernous maze, but we obviously found more of these beauties. Nice. Alright, so we're going to go the careful way, as usual. So my soldiers are now training enough, long enough with the same gear that they're growing accustomed to it. It's really important that you have kind of like the gear that you want to have. Otherwise, they grow accustomed to gear that they shouldn't wear. But in a nutshell, as long as your gear is metal, everything is pretty fine. As long as it's no tin or something like that. Okay, charcoal and going wild. I also see a steady surplus of plant material. That means we're currently fetching plants faster than we're processing them. This is a really, really good thing. Alright, so time flies with the Dwarf Fortress. I just noticed that we hit the 30-minute mark on that episode. So let's finish out that area before I outro. So I think we did a pretty good part of preparations here. I think next time I'll be issuing out a new squad for fighters, so we get that conquering army on online, and we're going to start working on the deep mine, because I am quite positive that it should be possible sooner or later to produce green blocks, because 12 of them are currently not that much. But with that kind of fuel production, yeah, we're already busy. So, my good friends, I thank you so much for hanging around here. Some of you folks here are around like almost 100 episodes long. We're now currently at episode 80-ish or something. And big thanks to all of you who are hanging out since episode 1 of the Savage Lands. This is amazing. Really, I mean it. That being said, I also hope you had a great time. Leave me your thumbs up, and there's black bronze available for us. And consider subscribing. I'd be really delighted if you did so. And yeah, check out the playlist link if you want to have more Savage Lands. That's where you'll find it. So let's see if we get next time a chance to get that black bronze chest for our mayor. And yeah, have a good one until then. Bye bye.